Okay, so this is kind of cool. I wanted to make a little video and show you guys my tobacco curing process, which is actually seemingly working out pretty good, you know? I mean, that is not mold. That is not mold. That is the oils from the tobacco curing my tobacco leaves. That's amazing. I mean, that is so cool. Let's take a look at the difference here between these leaves. This is a fresh tobacco leaf, green, nice, beautiful. And these are some that have been curing. I think I've had them up there for a couple of weeks. Those are the oils from that tobacco leaf naturally curing and fermenting. So what I'm going to do, I'm kind of spacing it out between each tobacco leaf. I'm going to put a fresh one so that they don't mold. I'm going to put a fresh one and then some of these that are already in the curing process. So we'll go ahead and do that. Lay these out. And I guess what this process is called is it's called a pylon, not a pile on, but a pylon of tobacco. Normally, I believe the temperature that they normally want it at, they want it at somewhere between 150 to 120 to 150 degrees, and 70% humidity or upwards. Right now, my temperatures are probably in my room reaching, somewhere between, I'm probably getting 90, 95 degrees, probably not the full 100. But the fact that these are curing as well as they are, it's nice, you know? And then I've got this nice fresh leaf. This is Nicotiana rustica. This is the sacred Mapacho Aztec tobacco. This one's got a little bit of a hole in it, but I still think that I can probably roll up some cigars with this. I mean, it's not really ideal tobacco for cigars, but basically what this is doing, the tobacco leaf sweats out some of the bad stuff, the carbohydrates. It sweats out sugars. It does sweat out some of the nicotine, which will be good for this Nicotiana rustica. Nicotiana rustica contains actually 20% more, actually, I think it's 20 times more tobacco than your average traditional tobacco leaf, such as Virginia or Burley or an Oriental strain such as Black Sea Samson or Turkish. I did try to grow some of the traditional tobacco for cigarettes. I also tried to grow some Havana tobacco because I was really wanting to roll up some, at least Cuban style cigars. The Havana is a Cuban strain of tobacco. Unfortunately, that process didn't work out quite as I had hoped. But yeah, look at my little pylon of tobacco. This is awesome. It's doing just exactly what I had hoped for it to do. Um, I'm not getting it dried. It's just it's not drying out, becoming crinkly. It still needs to be pliable. So it's not crunchy. Yeah, it's curing just absolutely perfectly as far as I know, as far as I'm concerned. This is my first time doing it, but I mean, I've done my research and I'm just amazed at how really simple this process has been to cure this tobacco. I mean, what I've done, I've just wrapped it in I've wrapped it in this paper towel um, and hung it up on my wall. And my room doesn't have that great of ventilation, so I'm reaching, like I said, 90, upwards of 90 degrees, 90, 95. Um, I don't know if that's going to be problematic. I really don't know. I hope I don't see any mold. I certainly haven't already. I'm hoping that maybe the nicotine and other alkaloid contents in this sacred tobacco will prevent that from happening. Um, yeah, I mean, as far as this whole process goes, I'm really pleased with how well I've been able to grow and cultivate this tobacco, and just having your own source of tobacco as a smoker, or really what I'm gonna wind up doing with it in the long run. And I will get you guys an updated video as soon as this is done curing. I do want to let it go ahead and cure. Um, what I do have, give me just one moment here. What I will do is I'll give you guys a little sneak peek of kind of what I'm doing with this tobacco and what the end game is going to be. So what I've got here, got it in a little cigar tube. This is Aparina Rape Hape, uh, which is a sacred South American indigenous snuff. See, this is actually from the green tobacco leaves. Let me get it in focus here. This is from the green tobacco leaves, which I did. I can also show you guys how to color fix your tobacco leaves. I learned how to color fix when I was growing tea. Basically, leaves, when heated to a certain temperature, it will actually fix the coloration of the leaf. So if you've got a green leaf, you can keep it a green leaf by heating it to a certain degree, so that fermentation stops, so that any I mean, you're drying it out in the process of heating it, but you're drying it in a controlled way. So what I have here actually is a mixture of this green tobacco and wood ash and just a tiny bit of sodium bicarbonate. In simple terms, baking soda. Which the purpose behind that is to actually basify the tobacco. Uh, what that does is it allows for the nicotine. If I'm not mistaken, it allows the nicotine to become a free base, which basically, at that point, you can put it in your lip or insufflate, which means to snort it like a regular tobacco snuff. And the nicotine will be then bioavailable, and you can actually absorb the nicotine either through the mucous membranes in your nose or in your mouth. Um, there's a lot of different ways to do it. If I wind up with enough tobacco, I will show you guys how to make a South American paste, a tobacco paste called ambil. I found a recipe online for that as well. Um, as far as I know, there are no videos on this topic, so I'm going to be really excited to be the first on YouTube to show you guys how to make. There's one other video on how to make the rape hape, but it does not have cogent instructions. The guy did not give any sort of an explanation into his process. He just ground up some Mapacho, mixed it with some Sao Paulo wood ash, and called it rape hape, and waved a feather over it and called it good. What I like to do is, I do have respect for the native traditions of how they do this. I mean, they've been doing this for thousands of years, so I'm sure they know what they're doing. But I do like to incorporate a little bit of scientific, modern day Western knowledge into how this process is done. I like to have an explanation for the how and the why. I understand how these tobacco leaves are fermenting because I have done a lot of my own homemade alcohols. I've brewed wines and predominantly wine. Predominantly wine. I haven't really gotten into beer yet. I did some mead. Um, and if you guys have any interest, let me know. I can make videos on how to ferment your own mead at home, how to ferment sake, how to ferment your own homemade wine. I'd really like to do some more with this channel. I would like to see it grow. I'd like to, every one of you who is already subscribed, I really appreciate it because, I'm trying to reach a certain subscriber count because I'd like to monetize my YouTube and be able to make money on it again. It's really bullshit that because some people misbehaved and did stupid stuff on YouTube's platform, a lot of us smaller content creators cannot post our content. We can't. Well, we definitely can't get paid for it, and that's nonsense. That's nonsense. We're not these big creators that already have the brand deals. We don't have some of the opportunities, and realistically, we want to make money just as much as they do, and not all of us are making inappropriate content for YouTube, but we're getting punished all the same. And if I could, I'd like to. I really do. I love YouTube as a platform. I would like to encourage the people responsible for the platform to reconsider the 100,000 subscriber count, to reconsider the thousands and thousands of hours of watch time necessary just so that I can put AdSense on my videos. I believe that I should be just as entitled to that ad revenue as a large content creator. I'm not putting out any content that's unsuitable for the platform. I try my best to stay within the realm of YouTube's guidelines and make content that is safe for their platform. So I would just respect it if I would be able to, receive the same benefit of a doubt that my content is safe and be able to make revenue because, I work hard on these videos. Yes, I'm shooting off of my camera phone. That's the thing. If I were able to make money off of this YouTube channel, then everything that I make is probably going to go back into this YouTube channel. I need to get a camera. I need to get a mic. I need to get video editing software. I do. Hell, everybody needs to make a living. It would be nice to be able to have some kind of an income off of YouTube. But at any rate, I'm going on a tangent. This is my pylon of tobacco. It's curing and fermenting nicely. I'll keep you guys updated. I'll show you this. I'm going to continue to show you some of the garden while we still have some time during the summer, while stuff's still out there growing. There is a lot more to come for this channel, and I'm actually really working towards making more videos and quality content for you guys. So if you could, do me a favor, like, subscribe, comment, anything you can do. Any interaction you have with my video helps my video to be relevant. It helps get to the top of the list as far as search criteria. You search my videos for Mapacho, sacred tobacco, you're searching for that. You're searching for, and I only do tags that are relevant to the video because I want you guys to be able to find exactly what you're looking for. I want you guys to be able to see the content that you came for. So, at any rate, thank you guys. Like, subscribe, share with your friends. That's a big one. Share with your friends because I need some subscribers. If you guys can do that, it would really help me out. Thank you for your time, and I'll be coming back at you with some more videos. We'll be making hape, a South American snuff. If I have enough tobacco, we may make some ambil or ambo. I'm not sure exactly how it's pronounced. Which is it's basically condensed tobacco paste that you can You get a little bit of a nicotine rush off of it. It's definitely, tobacco is never safe. You're always running the risk of some type of cancer, heart disease. I don't think I need to state all the Surgeon General's warnings. If you smoke, you see them on the pack of cigarettes every time you see them. These videos are not intended for anyone under the legal age to smoke. If I'm making videos about alcohol, it is not intended for anyone under the legal drinking age. Everything is just for informational purposes. But look at that. I mean, it looks a little gnarly now, but what that's going to do, that's going to turn brown here. This tobacco leaf is eventually going to turn a nice brown color. And right now I'm getting some grassy aromas. It's got some aromas. You know when you leave lettuce in the fridge too long and it gets that kind of a stink to it? Well, that's what I'm experiencing right now with my tobacco. It's a little stanky. It's releasing some gases, sugars, carbohydrates, anything that's going to make that real harsh, anything that's going to make that tobacco anything but a nice, smooth, clean tobacco. So I'm going to stick this back in the pylon, let it continue to cure. I'll be coming back at you with more updates, more information, and stay tuned. Thanks.